have a confession. When I see bad restaurant reviews, I trust them immediately. But recently I've started to realize there are some truly ridiculous Yelp reviews out there.
What the?
And it's got me wondering if any of these actually happened. So today is the day I stop trusting every review I see and find out the truth by going directly to the source. Will these 6 NYC restaurants beat the allegations, or will my trust be broken again? Starting with Caliente Cab.
L&E. If a person was stuck in hell, then the suitable restaurant there would be Caliente Cab. Caliente means hot, so actually that could work. The margarita had no alcohol. The food made Taco Bell seem gourmet. JC from Newark. Disgraceful. And then at the bottom, he shows, why is this two-way mirror at your urinal? What the f? A two-way mirror in the men's room?
I forgot to mention I have 2 rules. If the review mentions food, I have to order it, and I must leave an honest review after visiting.
Jesus B. If it were possible to give this place a negative 5-star review, it would not suffice for the horrific experience that I had. The guacamole was extremely bland, had no authenticity to it. I was better off running to the local supermarket and picking one up for 1/3 of the price. So here's what we're gonna do. We need to see if their guacamole is as bad as store-bought guacamole. Then, since everyone would rather be at Taco Bell, we're gonna compare their tacos to Taco Bell's tacos. Finally, the most important thing of all, is somebody watching me while I pee? We're going to the men's room. It might not be pretty. This is a heck of a margarita menu. I'm also gonna order a margarita and see if there's any alcohol in it. You may be able to tell by the end of this segment if that's true or not. This is a pretty spicy watermelon margarita. It is 12:30 on a Thursday. If this isn't the time to have a spicy margarita, I don't know what is. The question from the review though is there alcohol in it? Yeah, there's alcohol. Oh yeah. That's actually way better than I thought it would be. Oh, tacos? Wow, it's quick.
I just started on my drink when the food arrived. I can't believe how fast that was.
That was like the fastest service I've ever seen in a sit-down Mexican restaurant. This is the fun part, because the review was killing how bad the guacamole was. In fact, they compared it to store-bought guacamole. So what did we do? James, what do we got? All right, we actually bought this guacamole from the supermarket across the street, okay? This is so embarrassing. I don't want them to see. Like, if I get thrown out for doing this, I'm gonna quit YouTube. We're doing a blind taste test. James is gonna hand me 1 chip, store-bought guacamole versus Caliente Cab guacamole. James, wanna hand me each of them? Okay, don't tell me what this is. It's creamy, has some flavor. I don't hate it. Next one. It's just ridiculous. Chunkier, more flavor, more ingredients, equal spice level. I like the second one better. Oh man, Sprite. Ooh. All right, James, which was the second one?
The second one was from Caliente.
Okay, Caliente Cab. They win. Good chunks of avocado. My only little complaint is I asked for medium, and it's not that spicy, but I think I'm just mutating these days. For the record, the store-bought one actually wasn't that bad. Oh, the tacos have been sitting for a while. So this is the pollo asado. I thought this was the closest to Taco Bell. It's a pretty substantial looking taco. There's a lot of pollo asado, a lot of chicken. It's grilled. I see some of the cilantro. Got a corn tortilla. Let's try it. There's no way Taco Bell's making a better taco than this. This isn't gourmet, but all the seasonings and even the quality of the corn tortilla, way better than Taco Bell. The chicken's juicy, spices are there, no complaints. I don't know what some of these reviewers are smoking lately, to be honest with you.
Everything okay?
Yeah, it's actually really good. We're very impressed.
I'm great. Enjoy.
Thank you. Super nice waiter, too. You heard that. Yes, you are. Thank you. Actually, quite impressed. There is one last thing we have to look at. And if you thought the guacamole was awkward, the trip to the bathroom could be even worse. We almost left this on the table. I would have felt very bad if they would have thought that I was comparing their food to Sabra guacamole, gluten-free.
Okay, I think now is the time we look for this 2-way mirror in the men's restroom. There's no way this review is actually true, but I need to investigate to be sure.
Before we get thrown out of here, this does not look like a 2-way mirror to me. I mean, it barely looks like a mirror, first of all. And second of all, what are they gonna be staring at, your ankles?
I'm not sure what to say here. I looked it up and there are places with 2-way mirrors, but never have they looked like this. It's possible this isn't glass at all and it's just a very shiny surface. So I'm calling this review officially debunked. Let's get out of here. Almost drunk after 1 margarita. The chips and guac beat anything at my local Trader Joe's. This is like Taco Bell, but better and without the post-credit scene. Cute bathroom, nice features, would return for sure.
Caliente Cab, 5 stars. Next up, we got Taco Mahal. What a name. Cherry S. And she basically wrote a novel where her order was given to her friend, and then, being a good friend, her friend ate her food. Sherry wanted a replacement but kept getting the wrong orders and then didn't like the lamb. Sherry had an entire villain arc just because her friend did not want to give her her lamb. We need to order the lamb, see if they get her order right, and Sherry, you need to order some new friends. Sandra H. Supposedly they're serving fusion-style tacos where street Mexican food meets street Indian foot? Well, I just ate nothing more than a mediocre masala chicken served on a naan. Okay, if you roll it, you get somehow looks like a taco. Really impressive, really poor marketing concept. So Sandra was clickbaited in real life, but don't soft shell tacos exist? We're gonna find out, is this functionally a soft shell taco? And is this worse clickbait than the videos on my channel? Thank you so much. All right, Cherry. We're gonna find out, is this actually lamb? Did they get the order right? I can't tell from looking at it, but I'm pretty sure it is. That's lamb. The sauce on the lamb doesn't have much of a kick. Would've liked a little more flavor, but as far as them getting the order right and my cameraman not eating my food first, that's been debunked. As far as this being a soft shell taco for Sandra though, I mean, look at this. This is roti bread. I think this 100% passes for a soft shell taco, come on. So as far as being clickbaited, yes, this is not your traditional tortilla, but roti, I think perfectly serves the purpose to hold the food together. You can't take me anywhere. They're gonna leave a negative Yelp review about me soon. I appreciate the roti. It's different than having a taco. If anything, I think the roti tastes tastier than a lot of tacos I've had. It is super oily though. This is way oilier than any taco you're ever gonna eat. Is it the best roti taco I've ever had? Yes, it is, because it's the only one I've ever had.
Not that I know anything about clickbait, but these tacos are not that. I kind of like these. But James, my camera guy, is a tough judge.
With the amount of oil in this, the US government is asking for my location.
That's not a good thing then.
It's not a good thing.
Taco Mahal, 5 stars. Food came quick, did not mess up my order. My friends were so nice, they did not touch my food either. I like roti substituting for a tortilla. Count me in for next time. Sorry, Sandra, you were wrong.
Our next stop, a quick-serve chicken teriyaki spot that's not inside a mall food court. Sakura.
Will not order again. Looks like kids' meal. I have to buy a second lunch because of this small portions. It doesn't look that small in this pic. Sharon P wrote, went yesterday night to order chicken teriyaki. I believe they were talking to me so I wouldn't notice that they left out my vegetables and charged me regular price. When I went to open my box, I realized they left out my vegetables, which tend to be my favorite part of the meal. So here's our mission. Number 1, we are going to see just how small this lunch is. Is it the same size or smaller as Lunchables that kids eat? Number 2, Sharon's favorite food are vegetables. I don't think she's gonna like this channel. Let's see how skimpy the serving actually is on the veggies. Hi, how are you? Good, good. Just wanted to get one of the chicken teriyaki platters. We've got the loot. Without measuring it, it feels pretty substantial. I measured a Lunchable at home and I got 6 by 5.5, okay? This is, I'm so bad at this. I can't do anything. I'm about to drop my food. I could never do a tech channel. Imagine me doing unboxings. 7.5 inches, that's good size. That could be interpreted many different ways. 7.5 by 9 inches. Way bigger than a Lunchable. That review has been debunked big time. Now we gotta look at the food and see, did we get our vegetables? Woo! This is like the size of 2 school lunches. I'm actually impressed. You know, not a crazy amount of vegetables, but there's definitely enough where I wouldn't be complaining. For $11.99 in 2025, this is actually a good deal. I don't know how it's gonna taste though. That's gonna be the real factor here if I would legitimately come back or not. You know, there's a lot of teriyaki sauce on this, but I'm not hating it. Rice a little sticky. Let's try a veggie.
Or you're getting a salad.
Vegetables are all right. I mean, I think for what you're getting here, I would put this above mall food court chicken teriyaki. Would I come back again? The answer actually is yes. Kind of addicting. Work on Wall Street, stocks are down, cheap lunch is good. Good bang for your buck near Wall Street. Surprising amount of food for the price, way bigger than my kid's Lunchable. Plenty of vegetables for those veggie lovers out there. Would return when in area for a good lunch. Sakura, 4 stars.
As I approached our next 1-star review spot, my camera guy had the misfortune to film me passing the infamous costume characters of Times Square. I've covered them in my videos before, but basically they demand money for photos and they aren't cheap.
No, I'm not a stripper. You're 20.
Run, run. We got Bubba Gump Shrimp Co. from Forrest Gump, Ted J. This was a horrible experience for my family. First, I ordered a steak along with my wife's and son's order. The waitress came back and said they were out of steak. I was going to order the salmon, but here again I was told that this was out. So I finally put my order in and an appetizer of calamari showed up. I guess this is now finger food, seeing we had no utensils. Let me get this straight. No steak, no salmon, no utensils. Was this a dream? David D with his only Yelp review ever. Man, that was greasy as hell, bruh. My cheeks about to explode. Oil leaking out of my right now. Rip cheeks. P.S. The water was good. Well, at least he liked the water. So we'll let the editors know if my cheeks do indeed explode after eating a Bubba Gump. Kiwana, this is my second time at this restaurant. I didn't like my waiter, Will. I thought he was very rude and he forced a $55 tip out of me and his service wasn't even great, but he ran downstairs and embarrassed me. I didn't appreciate that. Here's the plan. We're gonna see if they're out of food utensils. Will my toilet afterwards resemble an active Mount Fuji? Will be working there, and if not, that's a lot of Wills. Will my waiter embarrass me? Let's see. For those who are not familiar with Bubba Gump Shrimp, this is a play off the movie Forrest Gump. It was a company that he invented for the movie, and then they turned it into a real restaurant. Run, Forrest, run. It's got Forrest Gump memorabilia everywhere. So this place is a bit touristy. You don't see too many locals showing up here. We're off to a very good start because we got utensils for the table. The bar has been set so low already.
All right, guys, ready to go?
Yeah.
What can I get you?
We just want to split the Run Across America sampler.
Perfect.
Nice, friendly service. I'm not embarrassed yet, but we ordered a sampler to see if they're out of food. If they don't have everything in the sampler, then they're gonna be in trouble. By who, I don't know, but yeah. We have the Run Across America sampler, and it looks like everything is here. We've got fried shrimp in here, the seafood hush pups. We've got chicken tenders, plenty of them. We've got the tortilla chips and the dip. We've got cocktail sauce, remoulade sauce, but we're missing the Maker's Mark bourbon sauce. Ooh. One thing didn't come, it's just a sauce, so I'm not gonna hold it against them too much. So this myth has mostly been debunked. Let me try this. I'm no shrimp connoisseur, but this shrimp's pretty damn tasty. Crispy exterior, the sauce adds a nice spice to it, good flavor of the shrimp, seafood hush puppy. Not the best seafood you're gonna find in New York by any means, but it's tasty. It's pricey though. That's the only thing I will say about a place like this because of the location and the theme. It's not a cheap meal. This is not Sakura. I can't find Will, guys. I've been looking for Will to embarrass me, but I can't find him. Would have been amazing if our waiter was Will. I just don't think I'm gonna get embarrassed here.
Well, since nobody was embarrassing me, my sneaky cameraman James said he was going to the bathroom and instead told our waiter it was my birthday in hopes they would sing to me. But instead, I got this.
Our son's birthday as well.
Oh, thank you. He told you. Thank you so much.
Tell me, a little birdie told me.
A little birdie told you? Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
Nice try, James. I'm gonna enjoy my ice cream sandwich with sprinkles. Sprinkles. No singing required. I didn't get embarrassed.
In the Surprise Me video recently, James tried to prank me with a super spicy pizza but failed, so I'm calling this 2-0. Your move, James.
Bubba Gump Shrimp, big Forrest Gump fan. Nailed the decor. All the utensils were there. They weren't out of food, just one sauce, so dock him a star for that. Waiter wasn't embarrassing, but my cameraman was. Stomach feels perfectly fine. Never been better. Would return with Forrest Gump fans.
Bubba Gump Shrimp, 4 stars. Oh, and in case you were wondering about David's redacted review, even after a whole day, there was no oil, and my cheeks felt great. So calling that debunked. Thank God.
Up next, we got Schnippers. Militia K from Hawaii. I ordered the famous chicken fingers. As we were waiting for our pre-ordered food to arrive, the fire alarm went off and kept going off. It was not a fire, but was caused from cooking food at a high heat. The thick burnt smell and smoke permeated the dining area. Then she has a picture of firefighters inside of the restaurant. This is crazy. I've never had a restaurant have their fire alarm go off due to chicken fingers. I don't think that's something you want to be known for. Victoria A from Miami Beach. Haven't ever gotten my food yet, and I feel compelled to write this due to the incredible lack of professionalism at the register. Roman took out order and was absolutely unwelcoming. When I asked his recommendation on what is popular, my inquiry was fronted with a shoulder shrug. Well, she got that warm New York City welcome, that's for sure. I love how she wrote the entire review while she was still waiting for her food. That's how you know she was angry. I'm gonna ask them for a recommendation, see how rude they are about it, and I'm gonna also order the chicken fingers and see if any smoke alarms go off because of it.
As I walked up to the counter, I was so ready for Roman or whoever was there to be rude, but I got this instead.
What do you recommend here?
I recommend the burgers are pretty good, or like the chicken sandwiches. They're also very popular as well.
Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna do the chicken fingers and fries. They were not rude at all. Completely debunked. Thank you. All right, well, oops. How many pieces of chicken do we have? Well, that's not even what we're judging on. I see the fire alarm right there. If the fire alarm goes off before this meal ends, then maybe this place is a fire hazard. We'll see. In the meantime, it's kind of giving off school lunch vibes. I got the buffalo sauce, crispy, but not enough seasoning. Try the fries. Fries are crunchy, need more salt though. It's nothing fantastic, but it's serviceable. This is better than school lunch. This is an elevated school lunch experience. In fact, if you had a big group of school-aged children, I think this would be an amazing pit stop next to Port Authority. A lot of New York City dreams were started across the street right there at Port Authority bus terminal. You see it in many movies. Someone gets off the cross-country Greyhound bus. I used to take the bus there all the time from Fair Lawn, New Jersey, dreaming of making it big someday in New York, and now I'm reviewing Schnippers. Have I made it? You tell me. Fire alarm still has not gone off. Although I do think that the fire alarm likely did go off on that particular day. I'm just debating if their particular order of chicken fingers was the reason for that. That's the thing with these Yelp reviews. A lot of people just open up Yelp accounts to leave one bad review.
At this point, I was expecting James to pull a fire alarm to get one of these reviews to actually hold up, but my meal was uneventful.
All right, we are fire alarm, smoke, anything smelling like smoke. Nothing at all happened like that. Completely debunked.
Schnippers, 4 stars. Sad I didn't get to thank the firemen for their service, but at least chicken was good. Friendly staff, tasty french fries. I'll come back the next time I arrive on a bus across the street from far, far away.
I recently got a stat that about 91% of you watching have not yet subscribed, and we have this crazy goal this year. Maybe it's insane to reach 1 million subscribers, so you can help me out with that and you enjoy these videos. Please subscribe. Thank you guys so much. Inside that hotel, a speakeasy burger spot, burger joint. Travis H. Note to staff, next time there won't be one, could you leave the crumpled, filthy napkin out of the customer's bag of food? It's the brown napkin in the picture that isn't like the other ones. There's no excuse for it. Sloppy and gross. Well, it's hard to see, but the condiments look kind of flat too, so this one's a little suspicious to me. Ken from Brooklyn. The allure of being hidden is cool, but the burger is crap. The trash patty falls apart. Who has a crumbly patty in 2024? I stopped eating after 2 bites because I couldn't digest this disgusting food. Ken, if that is your real name, it looks like you had way more than 2 bites in that photo. That looks like at least 10 bites. Chad B. The burger itself was easily one of the worst I've ever had. It was full of flavor, but not in a good way. Cooked well past medium. Burger tasted like charcoal. The fries were the same way. I think I ate a quarter of them. If your burger and fries can't be Burger King's, it's time to reevaluate the recipe and price. Whew, that's harsh. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna determine if a spy made the first review because that napkin could be planted, we don't know. Can we make it through 2 bites? Can we get to at least 10 bites of the burger? Will it be that bad? Is the burger made of charcoal, and do the fries compare to Burger King's? All of these will be answered.
I can't believe this burger spot is actually behind this red curtain with no signage.
Here she is.
This place gives off major Williamsburg, Bushwick, hipster vibes, all the graffiti and drawings on the wall. It doesn't match at all with the Midtown thing. If that's the vibe you're looking for, it's great. However, the price? This is one of the most expensive burgers you can find in New York that's not at a fancy restaurant. My cheeseburger was $15.60, okay? So some of the reviews were complaining about the price. I think because this is a fancy hotel, you're paying fancy hotel prices, even for fast food. So guys, I have good news. There are no crumpled napkins in... No, I'm just kidding, I put that there. That was debunked, I don't think that actually happened. Well, this burger won't win any beauty pageants. It's stocked with every topping and sauce imaginable. Test 1, can I last more than 2 bites? Oh, easily, way more than 2. This thing is giving me major backyard barbecue vibes with a char-grilled flavor. But it definitely didn't taste like charcoal, and it's not overcooked. While the Yelp review was debunked on how bad it is, I still can't justify the high cost because it's not amazing. But we have one last mystery. Are the fries better than Burger King's? Time for a blind taste test. I snuck in a small order of Burger King fries. Fry number 1, flavorless. Fry number 2, better seasoning. I'm guessing this is Burger Joint, and I'm right. Yelp review debunked. What a shocker. Burger Joint, 3 stars. Would give 3.5 stars if I could. Love the secret speakeasy vibes. Service was friendly, but $15 for an above-average cheeseburger is diabolical. French fries were better than most fast food places. Burger King. If you like seeing me myth bust reviews, in this video we go to some of New York's most touristy restaurants to find out why locals hate them. Watch this next.